A whale is never afraid of rough waves, but a small fish can drown from just a single ripple. People often call the market an ocean, but they don't realize the real storm is in the mind. I used to be a wave rider. I used to think every candlestick was a stroke of luck. Every pullback was a chance to get rich quick. But then I learned a lesson. Paid in blood. Those who live by the wave, die by the wave. Welcome to Day Trader, where we expose the raw truth behind the waves of the financial market. Here, we don't just talk about profits and losses, we dissect the psychology, mindset, and mental toughness of a real trader. 1. The feeling of winning. The beginning of the deception. I didn't enter the market with a clear financial goal. I entered because I craved the feeling of victory. No one says it out loud, but many people start just like me. They don't need to be rich. They just need to feel right. More right than the market. More right than others. Right even when everyone else is wrong. And the market, in a strange way, gave me that feeling. So quickly, so sweetly, and so dangerously. I doubled my first account in just a few days. I didn't do anything special. I just caught the trend. A few random setups triggered. A few candles moved my way. A few take profit levels got hit. Right timing, right market, right when I needed a reason to believe I was good. And I really believed it. I started getting overconfident. I thought I understood the market. I thought I could feel the waves, read psychology, track the flow of money. I thought I was different. I thought I had seen what others hadn't. A few days later, I posted my winning trade to a group, screenshot, green pips, captions like gospel. My ego grew with every compliment. I thought I had leveled up. And then the market taught me my first lesson. The first time I lost $5,000, a short on Euro USD at the end of the US session. The market reversed. I didn't cut. I waited. I even prayed. I thought, it'll come back. It didn't come back. I lost that trade completely. But I still smiled. I told myself, this is tuition. I reloaded. I traded again. The second time, I lost another $15,000. I entered on news release, didn't wait for reaction, no stop loss. The market flipped in 30 seconds. I lost a month's profit in a few minutes. This time, I said nothing. I shut the laptop, went to bed, but couldn't sleep. Heart racing, hands cold, mind blank. I still reloaded, and the third time was the final blow. I shorted BTC USDT during a major breakout. I thought it was fake. I believed it was a bull trap. I went in heavy, no stop loss. I held until my account had only 2% left. I watched $30,000 vanish overnight. I didn't scream, didn't hit the desk. I just stared at the screen and saw myself in it. A fool who trusted emotion over logic. In total, I lost over $50,000. Not because I didn't know how to trade, but because I had no long-term mindset, no plan, no system, no risk management, only emotion, and the illusion that winning was proof of skill. But I was wrong. The feeling of winning is just bait, and I was the first fish to bite. 2. I wasn't trading. I was playing with emotions I used to think I was trading. But in reality, I was just reacting. Every time price moved, I flinched. Every time someone else won, I rushed in. Every time I lost, I tried to recover at all costs. No more analysis, no more discipline. Only instinct and emotion. I wasn't the one making decisions. I was being dragged by fear, by greed, by regret, and sometimes by something even more ridiculous, boredom. I thought I entered trades because I saw opportunity. But the truth is, I entered because I couldn't stand staying out. I thought I held on to losses because I believed in my analysis. But the truth is, I held because my ego couldn't accept being wrong. I thought I was controlling the trade. But in reality, emotion was controlling me. I remember once I lost a Euro USD trade because I entered early without enough signals. Small loss, just 1%. But I got mad. I opened another trade immediately. No analysis, no setup, just because I wanted to get the money back. 5 minutes later, I lost another 3%. I held on. I tried one last trade. This time I increased the lot size, no stop loss. I thought, this one is a sure thing. It wasn't. It devoured me. Within 30 minutes, I lost over 7% of my account, all because of one wrong trade at the start. Being wrong isn't scary. What's scary is not being able to stop after being wrong. Then I started journaling my trades. Every trade, I wrote down the reason for entry. whether the setup was valid, how my mindset was, whether I followed the system. And after a few weeks, I discovered something that made my skin crawl. 80% of my losing trades didn't come from the market. They came from me and my tangled emotional state. I traded when I was sad, traded after seeing a friend win a 400 pip trade, traded when my account just went up a few percent, thinking I was on fire, traded while holding an open losing position, but still itching to click. And the system? There was no system left in those moments, only a hot head, a warm heart, and a trembling hand. I gradually understood that trading isn't just about technical analysis. It's a game of emotional control. And if you lose that game, no candlestick pattern, no indicator, no strategy will save you. I didn't lose because of the market. The market is just the market. It doesn't care if I win or lose. I lost because I wasn't clear-headed, because I didn't have a solid system, because I didn't know how to look within. I thought I was trading, but really, I was playing with fire, and fire always burns those who think they can control it with emotion. 3. Long-term thinking. The survivor among burnt accounts. After 3 blown accounts, I had nothing left to lose. When you lose $50,000, there's no pride, no confidence, no excuse left to give. Only one question remains. If I continue, what will be different? I realized I didn't need a new strategy. I needed a new mindset. I no longer tried to win the next trade. I started thinking about the next 100 trades. I didn't ask, how many pips can this trade make? I asked, can this setup be repeated? I didn't ask, is it guaranteed to go my way? I asked, does this scenario fit my system? And that's when I shifted from win-loss thinking to probability thinking. Each trade was just a tiny piece of the puzzle, not a battle, just a single brick. And if I laid each brick correctly, consistently, with a plan, I could build something called a system. I rewrote my entire strategy. No gimmicks, no complexity, no stacking 10 indicators, just simple rules that must never be broken. No trading when sleep deprived, no entry over 2% of capital, no FOMO after seeing others win, no revenge trading after a stop loss, no breaking the plan because of a gut feeling every morning I checked the market. If there was no setup, I shut the laptop. If there was a setup, I entered by the book, proper size, proper stop loss, and I expected nothing but repetition. After a month, the account started growing, 2%, then 3%, some months over 6%. Not much, but consistent. I slept well. No more staring at charts, no more staying up late for every candle, no more anxiety when price moved against me. Because I knew, stop loss is part of the game. Losing doesn't mean I'm wrong. Only breaking the system means I'm wrong. I no longer saw trading as a get-rich-quick scheme. I saw it as a profession, a job, and a job needs a process, not emotion. Long-term trading isn't sexy. There's no drama, no $1,000 win in one trade. The most important thing, survival. I used to think the winner was the best, but now I understand the winner is the one who's still here at the end. 4. The winner isn't the best. It's the one still alive. Winning is a trap too. People say losing is scary, but to me, winning is when it gets dangerous. After a streak of wins, I started thinking I understood the market. Winner, 9 perfect trades in a row, flawless entries, take profits hit precisely, steady account growth, and then I thought, I've leveled up. I started increasing size, ignored the system because it felt right, removed stop loss because it'll come back for sure. I thought I was in control, but in truth, I started losing without realizing it. One trade, down 8%. The account dropped faster than when I was winning, and this time, not because I didn't know, but because I was too confident. Winning makes you delusional. It makes you forget what saved you from losses, discipline, system, plan. And when those disappear, you're back where you started, just a gambler dressed as a trader. At that moment, I stared at the screen, not because I missed the money, but because I felt stupid. Stupid for once telling myself I won't repeat the same mistakes, and still repeating them. Just this time, losing while thinking I was winning. And I started to understand. The market doesn't reward the smartest, doesn't reward the best traders. It rewards the most patient, disciplined, and clear-headed. People ask, are you good? I answer, no, but I'm still alive. Long-term thinking won't make you rich fast. It gives you one important privilege, the right to continue. Because as long as you continue, you have a chance to fix your mistakes. But if you leave the game, you have no chance at all. I don't need big wins. I just need to not lose stupidly. And in trading, that is victory. 5. Long-term thinking is the path, not an option. Long-term trading is not a style. It's not something you pick if it fits and drop if it doesn't. It's not a hobby, not a low-frequency version of trading. It's the only way to survive long enough in this market. I used to believe everyone had their own trading style. Scalping, day trading, swing, position. Just pick the one that suits you. But after watching myself and many others blow up accounts again and again, I finally understood. Only one thing keeps you alive: long-term thinking. I'm not talking about holding coins for 5 years or investing like Warren Buffett. I'm talking about seeing the market as a long-term war. A war that demands you stay alive in order to keep fighting. And to do that, you cannot think like someone trying to win immediately. Every morning, I ask myself a few questions. Is my system still valid today? Is my mindset stable enough to enter a trade? And will my discipline last until the session ends? If the answer is no, I don't trade. I stay out. Because staying out is also a decision. And in the long run, the decisions not to trade are more valuable than short-term wins. I don't need to win today. I just need to not lose everything tomorrow. I don't need to trade every day. I just need today's habits to help me survive for the next 5 years. Long-term thinking taught me how to ignore the noise. News no longer shakes me. X2 trades no longer tempt me. I used to FOMO every time someone scored big. Now I just think, will their system survive long enough? I used to believe that being a good trader meant doing more, trading more, earning more. Now I only need one thing: sustainability. I don't care about speed anymore. I care about endurance. Because trading isn't a race to be the fastest. It's a race to be the last one standing. And if you're not thinking that way yet, the market will teach you. With money, it won't say a word, just a stop-loss sweep, a fake breakout, a blood-red session. And you'll sit there staring at your empty account wondering, where did I go wrong? The answer isn't on the chart. It's in your head, in your mindset, in the fact that you wanted to win fast instead of live long. Long-term trading isn't exciting. It's slow, it's dull, it repeats itself, but it's the only path that lets you keep breathing while others collapse. And only when you accept that path do you truly begin becoming a real trader. If you're still trading but haven't found yourself in it, maybe you haven't truly started. Give yourself a chance. Pause, reflect, and ask yourself, do I want to make money fast or for a long time? Because the wave chaser will always stay near the shore, but the one with long-term thinking is the one who can sail to the open sea. Thank you for listening to this story till the end. If it helped you, hit subscribe. It'll give me more motivation to share. Don't forget to like and share this video with those who are also struggling with the market. We meet each other among the waves, not to drown, but to learn how to swim farther.